It
does in the upper left.
In the top left-hand corner. Never mind, we are live. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome into another episode of Sports Night. We got what's the word I want to use? Potpourri of people with us tonight. I'll say potpourri. How's that? We have Meg from Mickey's Magic. We have Zip from Zippity Doodad. We have Steve from Steve's World. And, of course, myself, Walt from Mouse Talk. Welcome in, everybody, to another Sports Night. We're going to have a really good time tonight. We're going to talk about something a little bit different. Disney, yet still sports, athletic related. We're going to talk RunDisney. And that's why we invited Zip and Meg in, because they're the professionals. Compared to me, I can't even run from here to the refrigerator. But I'm going to learn a lot tonight. And that's the hope. But before we do that, before we get into the chat and everything, I do want to do a little bit of mousekeeping real fast. For all those that don't know, this is hosted by Dean over at the Live Place, liveplace.com, family-friendly streams throughout the week, Monday through Sunday. You're looking for a stream, check out the liveplace.com. Dean's got everybody on the liveplace.com at this point. You can find streamers in there. Steve's there, Zip's there, Meg's there. They all go live during the week, too. Check them all out. And, of course, my two partner channels, Steve's World is here, and Disney Dan, who just got monetized and is treating all of us to Sanaa when we go down.
I heard that.
He just doesn't know it yet.
Fred,
congratulations to Dan. He's well-deserved. And that's our two partner channels. And, of course, for those that don't know, the big Star Wars loot giveaway is going on right now. Lots of the channels here. I know Zip's included, Steve's included. We are doing that Star Wars loot giveaway. It runs from the 1st of August to the 29th. Just go out to the channels, subscribe to all 13 channels. Like on their specific video, comment on their specific video, and you're entered. It's that simple for some great, great prizes. But that's enough about that. Let's go over to our panel and talk. I always say panel when I have more than just Steve and I. But let's talk to everybody real fast and talk about their channels. And we'll start with ladies first. Meg, welcome in.
Oh, hello.
Congratulations on 4,000 subs.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh,
that's more than 3,000.
It is more than 3,000 numbers.
Welcome in. What's going on with your channel? Anything coming up?
Well, I moved my live streams to Monday nights, so right after Steve, if you guys want to hang out, Steve goes live at 8 o'clock on Mondays. I'll go live at 9 o'clock because I have class now in the evenings on Wednesday nights, so I'm sorry that I can't make it on Wednesdays anymore. Just a huge thank you to everyone for subscribing. It just means the world to me. So especially last night, that big push. Oh my gosh, I could not believe that. So thank you to everyone who helped me get there, and just so grateful.
Well, welcome in, Meg. We're very, very happy for you. Well deserved. 4,000 on your way to, by next week, you'll have 5,000. Would that be nice?
I wish, but no.
Hey, you never know. You're doing great. But thank you for being here. I definitely appreciate it. And for the first time ever in forever, Zip, welcome in, buddy. We definitely appreciate you being here. And how's your channel going?
Good. I just got done with the run, so thank you. I speeded up the last mile to get here on time. Everything is great. I can't believe. First of all, congratulations, Meg. 4,000. That's amazing, and you deserve.
Patrick, I have to say too, my other brother Patrick came in through that door. So first his girlfriend Alex came in, and everyone's like, "Hi, Alex," and then my brother Patrick came in, and then Pam said, "That's her real brother." Like, Patrick is my adopted brother as well.
I love it. Too bad his girlfriend wasn't Nicole as well. That would have been perfect.
That would have been weird but funny.
I can't believe how quick my channel's growing. I had 311 subscribers in July, and August is already booming. I can't thank you guys enough. The support everyone gives to me is just amazing. And isn't that Wednesday nights? It's turning into an everyday thing, and I got to thank Nicole as she's on board with me, and she is 100,000% support. So I got to thank her so much. And I love RunDisney. I love running and Disney. The two go together, and I have a lot to say. So thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, buddy. And then last but not least, my partner channel, Steve. Thanks again, pal, for being here. How's everything with you? What's up with the channel? Anything coming up?
Everything's coming up, man. I just don't know when. Don't know when.
It's coming up.
that 1,000 subscriber giveaway is still coming up at some point in time.
Nice, love it.
But I mean, I've got I've got the Star Wars Galaxy giveaway going on right now. I have the we just finished another giveaway. I can't remember which one it was. I have a mystery fall box swap. I've got a Halloween one, which after we're done, Meg, I'll show you the prizes that I picked out for that one because you'll like them. And so I got all that stuff going on. I'm in the middle of my new series, which I was only going to do once a month, but I had conveniently 4 weeks before we go to Florida, before I leave for Florida. And I wanted to do my new Getting to Know You series with my partner channel, Walt, and my 3 power channels from the Disney crew before we left. So we're going to, this week, I've got Zip, the guy down there in this box right down here. And hey, buddy. Hey. And so I have him on Monday. And then, of course, Wednesday's this and that. Got a really, he posted it, correct, Patrick? We can say what it is now, or I think so. Yeah. He posted the link. So we're going to be talking about food and wine this week. It's going to be fun. And then if you guys haven't known this new Duck Lab, Stream Duck, whatever this is,
Stream Duck.
we have fun with it. So it turned out to be, we made the best of something that we didn't have. We don't have a speaker view. So we're making what we can with it. And there's Brandy and Dave. Hey, what's up, guys? But anyways, we're doing food and wine this Wednesday. And then, of course, tonight, every Saturday night, Sports Night. We'll give them a preview maybe at the end of the show, what we're doing next week. So, it's going to be good.
I'm going to go one next week.
Yep.
All right, Steve, this is where I need you, buddy.
Okay.
Say hi to everybody in the chat. Man.
After we talk for 6 minutes, and then I got to go back and read it all. So we have Zachary Pollock, the Lucky Minute. Thank you guys for being here. Kay Atwood, Dances with Goofy. My Disney Park Memories. Alex Bruner. We have Kay Atwood, of course, Mouse Talk. Dances with Goofy. Samantha Lowe. Zippity Doodad. We have Pam's Fam. My Disney Park Memories. Miguel Benitez Jr. John P. Hazelton. Thank you guys for being here. Ray J, what's up, buddy? You guys can keep giving each other high fives while I'm doing this.
No, Pam told me to hold up Walt.
Oh, did you see how we did it last night? Hey,
no.
Let me finish this real quick and we'll show you. Amy from AJC. Amy from AJC Magic TV. Happy birthday, Amy. How are you doing?
Amy, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Rachel Sustog, how are you? Pam's Fam. I think I said hi to you, Disney Dude. There you go, Walt. You're figuring it out now. I think we're caught up. And Brandy and Dave, what's up, guys? So we played last night. We were playing Dirty Dancing. We played Hungry Eyes. And the person on the bottom has to hold their hands up, and the person on the top has to go like this. And then it looks like hold me up, Patrick. You ready? Hold me up. Put your hands together. There we go. There we go. Woo! So that's how you play Dirty Dancing with StreamYard.
Oh, this will not get old.
It will never get old.
Oh my god.
So
that's almost as good as. Never mind, I'm not even going to say it.
well,
I said I wasn't going to say it. I'm not saying it.
But today is Amy's birthday with Amy with AJC Magic TV and R. Johns. Both of them share the same birthday. So happy birthday to both of those.
Yes, Richard, Amy, happy birthday to all of you, for sure. So everybody, thank you for being patient in the chat as we get all that mousekeeping out of the way. It's very important. But I do want to start with Run Disney. This event, and I think everybody in the chat will agree, this event, early on when it first came out, way back in the day, was actually not a very popular event. It actually really has grown exponentially over the years to be an incredibly popular event to the point that now they have several different events throughout the year. Would you guys agree with that?
Yeah, definitely.
I think so. And I think I know that Meg's going to be doing her first one, right, in January, Meg?
Yep, in January.
Gotcha. And Zip, you've done 2?
I've done 2. Yep. I've done Marathon Weekend and the Star Wars one in April.
Gotcha. So, Meg, tell me, how many actually do they have Run Disney events? Do you know how many there are specific?
So beginning in the of the year, so in January they have Marathon Weekend. There are 4 races in Marathon Weekend. Then what's the next one? Is it Princess?
The half marathon, yes.
Princess.
February.
I think Princess is in February. They have 3 races that weekend.
Yes.
Then they have the Star Wars one. They have Food and Wine. Those, I think all the weekends have 3 races. They usually have a 5K, 10K, and half. They do the challenges, but Marathon Weekend is the big weekend because there's 4, and it's the only full marathon that they offer.
Right. Everybody else are is that if I'm not mistaken, Zip, that's the only marathon weekend,
Yes.
right?
Yep. That's the only
26.2
marathon you can do is that weekend in January.
Okay, and all the others are half at the most.
Yes.
Correct?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. So when you, like you were saying, Zip, I want to ask you this question. Talking about the different marathons, they're not all the same in what they offer, correct? Some offer challenges, some don't, or do all of them have challenges?
They all have challenges. They're all a little bit different. The Star Wars one, because the one Meg's doing is the Dopey Challenge. She's doing all 4. Is that correct, Meg?
Yep.
She's doing the 5K, 10, half, and full. That's a lot of miles, and that's a lot of getting up at 2:30 in the morning.
6 miles in 4 days.
Yeah.
But that's called the Dopey Challenge. They have the Revival Challenge in April for the Star Wars, where you can do the 10K and a half marathon back-to-back days. I've never done the Princess one, but I
heard that one is the best one to do though, and it always sells out so quickly.
Well, that's what I was going to say too. So the wine and dine is all sold out for all the races.
Yeah.
And marathon weekend, I checked today, the 5K and 10K are already sold out.
Yep.
Yep.
They've been sold out for a while too.
My wife's aunt and uncle, they run it pretty much all of the races, and as soon as it goes registration day, they jump on right away, because if you want to do it, you have to do it within a day or two.
I did it when they offered, so like for annual pass holders, you get a early registration period. So I had about 4 or 5 days before it was open to the public to register, because I knew that I was going to register, but the races that I'm doing are still open. But I wanted to make sure that I was going to get to do it, because I'm like, I know I'm going to do it. If I'm going to train, I need to know that I'm doing it, or else what would I be doing this training for, So it was 100%. Right there. I cried a little bit spending that much money, but
that's another thing. It's a lot of money. But
and we're going to get into pricing for sure, because I do want to talk pricing, because different races are going to be different prices. They're not all the same. It's not one size fits all when it comes to price. So you really got to pick and choose what you want to do. Especially if a budget means something to you. Steve, as for you, I know you haven't done one of these races yet. Meg was talking about how the Princess Half Marathon was the most popular, and Meg, I'm going to ask you about that in a second. But Steve, which one appeals to you? You looking strictly at the marathon weekend?
Well, I was looking. Yeah, the marathon weekend falls on my birthday weekend, so I wanted to go down to do it, but I just recently, obviously, I just started losing weight, and I just started running about a month ago. And so I don't think I could handle a full marathon yet. We'll see. But I wanted to do the 5K or 10K just to try it, to see how it goes. And they're already sold out immediately. So I don't know if I really want to attempt the Dopey first, because I think that would be a terrible idea.
You could just do the half.
I could do the half too, but I really wanted to do one of the smaller ones.
So Steve, real quick, there's a little loophole if you really want to do the 10K, because some of the travel agencies, if you want to go through a travel agency, they and I have the links to them in the emails. You can combine the stay, which the stay is usually at All Stars, Pop, or Caribbean, so it's not super expensive, and they combine the bib, so you can
also do it through a charity, so you could raise money toward, but I mean, the money that you need to raise is a lot more than what it would cost, but they hold places for people who want to do money or races for charity. So there are certain charities that they go through RunDisney, and you could run for that charity, but it's probably for the 10K, it's probably a minimum of $700 or $800 for you to get in donations.
Yeah, I think the half's $1,000.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Well, the Dopey's only $590 to enter straight up.
Only.
So, only. He said 1,000. I thought he was talking about the price for the 1,000, but
no.
That's the charity part, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the charity part.
So
only that's not much money.
I know it's not only.
Together,
that's a big number. Don't get me wrong.
Only.
Yeah. Well, and as long as I keep running, which Dave just said in the chat, I have plenty of time to train for that, to run for the half. And he might even actually run with me. He said that would be awesome.
I'll do it too.
But you guys can run with me.
Yeah.
Do the marathon. Do the Dopies and the Dopey people. No, the people doing the Dopey challenge and the half marathon, just only the half marathon, do they get to run together?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, you have to be in the same corral too, so that's the other issue.
Well, if you all sign up together,
I want to talk corrals too, because that's part of.
I just want to make it into a corral. That's my goal.
So my goal is for this first one though. The reason why I wanted to do at least the first 3, the 5, 10, and half, were because I really would like to. I want to do the pictures, and I want to see the characters. I want to stop and take pictures with them. I'm not in any hurry to sprint to the finish line.
16-minute mile pace. That's it.
16.
Yeah, yep. And that's what I want to ask. Zip, because you've done the race before. I want you and Meg to touch on this a little bit. But Zip, I want to talk to you first about the race itself. You talk corrals, and people may not know what a corral is. So, what is a corral, and how do you determine what corral you're in?
All right. So, first of all, my dog's been barking. So sorry if you guys can hear my dog. So when you register, they'll ask you what your average pace is, and you kind of want to fib a little bit. You don't want to say you can run a 6-minute mile when you can only run a 12-minute mile. But if you run a 12-minute mile, say maybe you run a 10-minute mile. I think the 5 and 10K, it doesn't matter. But if you do a half marathon, you actually have to show them that you've done a half marathon before in order to get a higher corral, so they can actually verify that you do run those times. So on my 10K for the mini, I was in corral C, and they usually have corrals A through F, and A starts right at 5:30. So you get on the bus. You have to be on the buses by 4 a.m. So you're up early. You got to be on the bus. Then you get there, and you're basically waiting around an hour and a half for the race to start. So corral A gets up, and they could be maybe 1,500 people in corral A. In corral A, they'll have 6 mini corrals inside corral A, they're called waves. And they go off every 5 minutes.
That's what's going to be my next question is when does each corral go?
It's about five minutes apart, and they have fireworks for every single 5 minutes, which is awesome. So they'll go for like 200 people, then they'll line up the next 200 and go. It moves really quick, but if you're in corral E or F, you're not, the race starts at 5:30. Now you're not starting until like 6:30. Yeah. So go hit the bathroom and do everything you got to do before you even get in the crowds, because it might not be another hour till you actually start the race.
I have a question.
Yes.
So Patrick, when you registered for, obviously I know for the half and the full, I need to do a proof of time, which is why I'm doing a half in September.
Mm-hmm.
It's my first half marathon. I'm doing it with my dad, but what time did you submit for the 5 and 10K?
I haven't done the 5K. I've only done a 10K and a half marathon.
What time roughly what mileage time?
I did a 9-minute mile.
Okay.
And that's when I got to see.
Do you have to give proof of time for just the half and the marathon?
Yes, the 5 and the 10K, it doesn't matter.
Okay, and what is when they say proof of time, what do you have to give them? So
if you run, I think it's for the half, if you run it under 2 hours and 45 minutes, it's a 12.5-minute mile. Then you can be placed in a corral. For the full marathon, I think it's under 5 hours.
Okay. So what if I wanted to go to, I'm just talking with maybe David, going to the half marathon in January? I can't do that unless I do a proof of time?
No, well, you will just be randomly placed into a corral. So if you're going to submit a proof of time, you're only going to be moved really far up in the corral placements. It's really for people who want to run faster. So
I can be in the back. I don't care about that.
No. You would automatically be placed in a corral no matter what. Even if you don't have to submit a time.
Right.
It's really, for me, I want to submit a time because for the full marathon, I want to be able to give myself more time, because if I'm further ahead of the balloon ladies, it's going to give me more time to then if I want to walk more, because I know I'm going to have a hard time doing a lot of run walking on the marathon, but I want to give myself ample time to finish.
But
that's what I was telling Steve last night about the balloon ladies, because
one of you guys want to explain the balloon ladies, because other people, I didn't know what they were until last night.
That's the end of the race, basically.
I run so fast when the balloon ladies come.
Right.
So The Balloon Ladies are a group of women that will strictly follow the 16-minute mile pace. They're the last people to cross the starting line. Everyone else will start before them. They will be in the last corral, the last people. So you just need to run ahead of them. You'll get a couple warnings if you start to fall behind them. But if you do fall behind and can't keep up, they will sweep you from the race.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Now, I guess my question is this. Let's say you're somebody that runs a 13-minute mile, 12-minute mile.
Yeah.
You want to stop and get pictures taken with these characters. Mm-hmm. You're going to fall below that 16-minute mile.
You just have to. I mean, you're not going to stop and take pictures with every character. I feel like I'm not qualified to be talking about this, but I've done so much research on it, and I watched so many videos. But Patrick could definitely talk more about it. For me, I've already thought in my head what characters I would stop for and I would want to, waste my time for. But as long as you keep up with your pace, you're not going to, I mean, if you're running 3 minutes ahead of like a 13-minute mile, you're going to keep ahead of the pace and ahead of the Balloon Ladies. You just have to keep track of your timing though.
Okay. And I guess that's my next question is you know what characters ahead of time are going to be out there? Do they give you a schedule of who they are, or are you surprised by it?
I think for the most part, it's probably similar characters. I've watched a lot of videos from the half marathon or the marathon weekend, different like princess races. They tend to have the same characters in the same spots. They do have like really rare characters out, but it's hard because the further back you are in the corrals, the longer the wait times are for is Patrick frozen?
Yeah, he got frozen. I'm texting him right now that he's going to be set.
Oh, he was just really excited for the race, and look how happy he looks.
I love it.
He looks confused. I didn't do that.
No, hit the third button. Hit the third. There you go.
I was going to say, I didn't do that.
No, he had to drop. He's resetting.
Okay. All right. So I guess my question is this then. When we look at that, like you said, Meg, you got to pick and choose what characters you're going to stop.
Yes.
So, Steve, in your case, since this would be your first race, that would be something you'd have to do, right? You would say, well, I'm not going to stop for this one. I'm going to stop for that one.
No, I'm going to stop for them all because right now I'm running faster than that. So
how fast are you running?
Right now, I'm running 10-minute miles.
For how long? How many miles? 3. So for the half, you're going to have to add 10 miles to that.
But let me rephrase that. I am not fully running. I'm a combo run walking for 10 minutes to get to a mile.
Yes, I do run walk too.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so if I have to just keep up a 16-minute, I mean, a picture is a picture.
Yeah, people are usually so quick too because
but you're wasting your time because but you're right. The pictures like that. Okay. How long does it take you to get to the front to get that picture?
Well,
it depends on the characters.
It depends, and apparently you can have 30 people in line; it'll move in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But the other thing is too. But the other thing is I doubt if I'm in the very last corral. I don't think I would be, but I may not be. So I don't have to. I mean, the Balloon Ladies are going to be way behind me, hopefully. Yeah. And even if they are, I can run fast enough. I don't have to walk between right now. I'm doing okay. Yeah. So I can run fast enough to where I get ahead of them, and then I can start doing the run walk thing if I have to.
So my brother ran the full marathon. He ran it much faster than I would. He finished it in 3 hours and 47 minutes. So that's really fast. He was doing about like 8.5-minute miles for 26.2 miles. And so he got so many pictures with characters, and he's not even a huge Disney fan. But for him to he said he just stopped, quickly took a picture and left. And then I've heard from other people through YouTube videos that if you get into Epcot, they won't sweep you. So since Epcot is the last mile, I've heard that you could stop for characters. People will stop to get margaritas. They'll get beers. They'll finish with drinks in their hands. But I heard that if you make it into Epcot, they won't sweep you
because they have the whole thing roped off.
Yeah,
like the path. They have the path for the runners roped off.
All the cones.
Well, so what is Epcot, like the last mile or the last few miles?
It's like mile 25 and 26. It's the last
for the full
part.
Right?
Yes, but it's the end of each race. So
it is every race. Okay.
Yeah, no matter what for the half, you're running through Magic Kingdom and Epcot. You're running through all 4 Disney parks for that full. For the 5K, you're running through like some other part and then Epcot. For the 10K, you're running through some other part in Epcot. So every race is in Epcot.
Oh, wow.
And every race has character meet and greets?
Yes.
All of them.
A lot of
5K,
them apparently
10K,
too.
Doesn't matter, right?
All of them have character meets. All of them have really rare characters.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And I know that they also have some like just fun stuff to look at as you go by too, right?
A lot of really cool things.
Yeah, I saw one time they had the Mickey's, the Main Street Electrical Parade, the Dragon out there one time.
They, I've seen some of the parade floats come out from backstage. Because you're running backstage, you see a lot of stuff. I've also seen them bring animals out from Animal Kingdom. So some animals from the petting zoo.
Really?
Or, like so many different parade floats, so many different characters. 25 miles plus a margarita now. That's a combination.
Yeah, I just read that.
I love it.
It better be at the end of the race, I'll tell you that right now. So Rachel asked, how much is the 5K? Do we have pricing, Steve? Do you have price?
Yeah, I got it. So the pricing, now the 5K is unavailable right now for the marathon. It's already sold out.
I think it was about like I want to say like $90 or $100.
It was 80. It's $89.
Oh, 80. Okay, 90.
$87. I'm sorry. So the 5K is $87 for January 9th. It's sold out.
Yeah.
The 10K is $127. Okay. It is also sold out.
Yeah.
Okay.
The half is $188, which that's on the 11th. It's one a day. You could still register for that one. And then the full is $190 on the 12th. If you wanted to do all four of them, like Meg is doing, the Dopey Challenge, which I can't imagine doing. That's a lot of running. That is an expensive $590.
It's very expensive. Yep, I saved really, 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 really hard for that.
Yeah, Patrick's back in chat. He's resetting.
You can also do something called the Goofy Challenge. So you could do all four races separately. You could do the Goofy Challenge, which is the half and the full marathon, or you could do the Dopey Challenge, which is the 5K, 10K, half and full. And I know for me, if I was going to do the half and the full, I'm just going to do all four because I want the 6 medals. Yeah. I'm going to get 6 medals. And I already know I could run a 5K and a 10K. So I do that pretty comfortably now. And like, I'm going to walk those. Just going to walk the 5K and 10K. So
yeah. Why not? Yeah, absolutely. So let me ask you this, Meg or Steve, whoever can give me the information, and for everybody in the chat, you sign up for the race, you pay your $180, whatever it may be. What's included besides the race?
So I know for me, I'm doing 4 races, but I'm doing 2 challenges. So I'm going to get 6 medals with it. I'm going to get 6 T-shirts with it. They include in your price, the water stops, the snacks that you get along the course, but you don't get a lot more than that, mostly because they have a lot of other items that you can get at the Run Disney Expo, which they have normally like, so like I know it's the Wednesday before all the races. How about the Sleepy Challenge? I love that. Yeah, so they have a lot of other merchandise that you could get. I know last year they handed out Mickey ear hats to the finishers of the marathon. And I know that you get your medals, the T-shirts, but I don't think you get too much more than that besides like the water, liquids, food on the course.
But it's more than just the race. It's like you said, you get a medal, you get a T-shirt, and you get the experience of running through the parks. Yep. Meeting rare characters, different things like that. So I get it. Okay, so you are getting, there is value to this in other ways than just the run. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that aren't runners, but do these events because of the event themselves. Now, Steve, I want to ask you, I've noticed in some of the races they have after parties, a post-race party. But I didn't see that for all the races. Do you have any information as to why it's specific to 1 or 2?
So I don't. I did not understand that concept when I was trying to read it about it. But I don't know if Meg knows anything or not. But it didn't seem like any rhyme or reason to it. I think it's just like the event. Depending on which event you're doing, some of them have parties, some of them don't, and I don't know why. I'm guessing like the Star Wars. I think the Star Wars one may have had one, and I think it's just depending on the time of year and the type of race.
Okay.
Like not just like the marathon, but like the Star Wars marathon, and have a Star Wars kind of themed party. And
Right.
I'm really looking forward. I might actually do that one too in April, because I have a feeling they're going to run you through Batu. So this will be a first for that one. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Gotcha. Okay. And yeah, because I saw that on some of them where it said that it was like it had the post-race party, but it didn't have it on all of them. I'm like, why would you have it one, not the other? So that's kind of different.
I know that they have like this tent, or I can't remember what it's called, but you can like go in there before and after the race. I know it's for me. I mean, I was just saying this on Dan's stream. I was running this morning. I'm like, wow, I have to run like another 20 miles after this, like, you know, in January, but just going to take it day by day. And that's all I can do. And I don't know about you guys. This is something that's, you know, like I said, my brother ran the full marathon. Even just doing a half marathon was on my bucket list. And then all of a sudden, like we were there in Epcot the day that they were running the full marathon, and I was so inspired. I was like, I got to do this. Like, I got to do it. I'm going to do it. And like, I was talking about this on my own stream, but do you guys ever have this feeling where you just, I think Patrick's back.
You do that. Take two.
Yep.
No, he's black still.
Okay.
Oh, I thought he was there. I thought I saw him come in.
Well, take two is empty high five. But I had this like feeling that I just needed to do it. And I talked about my brother and why I was going to run the race. And so I'm doing it for me, and I'm doing it for him, and I'm doing it for my whole family. So
nice.
That's awesome, Meg.
Yeah. That's Meg. You're going to have a great time. And that's, for me, I'm not a runner, period. Like I said, I wouldn't be able to do it. I know. I don't even know if I could do a 5K at this point. But I would do it more for the experience and the fun, because it looks like there's people there too that are just cheering you on. Is that correct?
100%, yeah.
And that's very. I love that.
So I heard a story today, and I think it came from Zip, so I'll steal his thunder since he's not here. But he said that one of them goes by the boardwalk, and he said the people actually get up because the hotel's right there and everything, and they come out, and he said they line up and they just cheer like crazy the whole day. That's what they do. People sit out there and just cheer you on the whole entire day.
That'll make your day right there. Just getting that, to be honest with you.
I'll just be like, thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
I don't even think I could say it. I'd be out of breath.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
That would be me. I'd be like, I can't say it.
Yeah, see, I'm not afraid to, like, as long as like I said, if you're not in the very back, you're okay. I mean, you should be okay. I mean, that 16-minute mile turns into like a 30-minute mile if you're in like the middle of the pack somewhere. So
that's what
I can walk a mile in 30 minutes. I mean,
you can walk a mile. I could walk a mile in 15 minutes.
Yeah. So you could easily get that as long as you're not in the very back.
Right. Yeah. Like you said, it's a matter of just making sure that you're ahead of the balloon ladies. Yep. And then from there, but you still want to enjoy yourself. You're paying a lot of money for this event. So you want to make sure you're also enjoying it as well. And getting your money's worth. And no matter what that might be, whether it's running competitively or just doing it for the experience. I wanted to talk about this, and I was glad Steve brought it up because we're thinking about doing one as well. We want to do one, but we'll have to see. But then I also see they have in the beginning, beforehand, they have the Fitness Expo. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what is the Fitness Expo? And Steve or Meg, go ahead, give everybody a little bit of information on that. What's the Fitness Expo?
So I know Patrick would know a lot more information about this. Unfortunately, when my brother ran his marathon, I was in school, so I couldn't go and visit him or watch him run it, but my parents went down. So at the expo, you go and pick up your bibs or your bib, whatever. I'm going to have 2 different bibs. Oh, Patrick's back.
Yay!
So, take 3.
They have merchandise. They have vendors there. They have a lot of different things. It's like a giant party. Patrick, you want to explain a little bit more about the expo that's the day before the races start?
Yeah, sure. Can you guys hear me first?
Yes.
Yeah. No.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. I'm going through my phone right now. My laptop crashed, so sorry about that. What are we talking about? The expo?
The expo.
Yeah, it's the health and fitness expo. They have it's overwhelming when you first go in there. They have absolutely everything. They have the latest technology. You can get on treadmills and try different sneakers. They have tons of different sneakers. It was cool when I went in January. They had different hats you could buy because it was cold actually in January when I did the marathon weekend. So you got to check the weather, Meg, because I had to figure out what I was wearing, what layers I was going to end up taking off, and it was. But the expo is great. That's where you pick up the race bib too. So when you go in there, that's where you're going to get your bib.
So you have to go. You have to go to the expo at some point
just to get
your bib.
And you got to do it the day before too. The day before each race.
Yes. At least the day before. I mean, if you're doing it Sunday, you could still go Thursday or Friday.
Or you can go Saturday.
Because the expos open the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The races are Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you at least go. And then it also says they have all the weekend merchandise, the race weekend merchandise. It has all that. Has unique themed food and drink beverages, which I don't know why you'd want to go feed up on or fill up on food and drinks before you go run, but. And then of course all the stuff that Zip said as well.
And plus the expo is separate than all the RunDisney stuff. So if you want to get the RunDisney merchandise, the pins, the hats, the coffee mugs, everything, it's in a different building. It's not in the same building as the expo. So you actually have to physically go to a different building and get all that stuff.
So what's in the expo then? If all the merchandise is in a different building, what's in the expo part?
The expo is like all it's not Disney merchandise. It's the gels. If you want to, fitness and health. Yeah, it's the gels. It's the gummies. It's headbands for girls if they want to wear certain headbands.
Or boys.
Or boys, but there's nothing that really has to do with Disney in the expo. You actually have to go to the Disney part.
I got you. All right, that makes sense. Okay.
The only thing I really knew about the marathon beforehand is back in I don't remember when. It's been a while. They had a pin event for the marathon weekend, and you had to go from. You got a map. It's back when they actually did real pin events, and I loved it. You got a card that you had to get, and then you would go from place to place. And you could buy the pins. You had to buy them. They were all over the place. You could go buy them. And you had to go get your card stamped, the back of the card stamped from all these, like ESPN, Wild World Sports, Magic Kingdom. You had to go to some resorts and everything. There was like a dozen of them. And when you got it all stamped, you got a completer pin. And that completer pin was, it was a gold, and I have it. It's in the other room. It's a gold thing. It looks like kind of like a Greek Olympic symbol. It's circle, and it's got like the feathers or olive branches or whatever coming around them. And then it's a pin on pin. You could choose what to put in the middle of it.
Do they still do that?
No, that was only one time that I've ever seen it. And it's been back in the day, they did pin events like crazy. And it was like a real pin event. You paid money, you went to it. A lot of them used to be held at the circus, the big tent, the big top tent, whatever it is.
Big top tent.
Yeah, but it wasn't that back then. That's where they used to hold them. And the last one I went to was a Disney Marathon one. And you just had to go hop around and get the stamps from everything to get the completer pin. And then, of course, I bought the pins along the way. But it was fun, and I didn't run in that though. But that's the closest I've come to the marathon. So,
so Meg, real quick, you're really into pins. So what's cool is, so this is the marathon medal I got. Right?
Oh, I love it,
and it's so heavy. But you can go and get the pin to match it. Yeah,
I'm kind of worried about that because I know how much Disney pins are. I know how much I paid to do this race. And I know that I'm going to want all of these. So it's going to be really, really rough on my bank account.
So
this is really cool too, because you can get the matching medal and pin.
That's
nice.
I want to quickly address Amy's question too. She said, so if you run all 4, you need to go 4 times. No, you only go once. I can pick up all. So I'm going to have 2 different bibs. The first bib I'm going to have is going to be for my 5K and my 10K. That's going to place me in one corral for, bye, Pete.
Take care, Pete.
Bye, Pete.
For my first bib, it's going to place me in my corral for the 5K and the 10K. Then for my second bib, which I can pick up the same day, it's going to put me in my corral for the half and the full. And then I can pick up all my 6 shirts and I can sign in. And I know for the Dopey Challengers, they have a separate line for us just because I'm sure that it's really complicated having all 4 races and we get 2 bibs instead of 4 different bibs. And
is that all the time, Meg, though? And Zip, do you know that too? So you won't get 4 different bibs. You can use just 2?
I know I'll have 2 different bibs for the 4 races.
Yeah, it depends on what you sign up. And since she's doing the dopey, she's going to get the 2 bibs, the 6 shirts, and the 6 medals and the 6 shirts.
Yep,
you get 6 shirts too. Yeah,
I won't get my medals until here's how. So for when I finish the 5K, Gonzo. For when I finish the 5K, I'll get my medal. When I finish the 10K, I'll get my medal. When I finish the half, I'll get my medal. When I finish the full, then I go over to another tent and I'll get my goofy and my dopey medal too. So on the last day, I'll get 3 medals.
So cool.
Let me ask you a question real quick. That Star Wars medal, Patrick. When I come to Salem, I hope it doesn't go missing. But I gotta have that medal, man.
Salem, because please, I've never been to Salem and I want to go. It's like it's my dream to go to Salem.
Oh my God, you love Halloween.
Oh my
and they have a 6.66 Devil's Chase run around here.
Wow. Oh my God.
Meg, that would be
wasn't a great place to be back in the 1600s.
So I really want that medal. I'm assuming that one's not available anymore.
Yeah, they're different every year, but
do you get the same medal for 5K, 10K?
No,
it's different.
I want that one. That one you have right there. That's the one I want.
Well, when I signed up for the the 10K for the marathon weekend, I looked at the medal and I thought it was the same as the year before because it was a really cool Mickey and Minnie one.
Yeah.
And then when the medals came out and it was just Minnie, I was like, okay, but no, they change every year.
Yeah, they change every year.
So why didn't you show that? Might be the best thing you have. Why didn't you show that during the PTV?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Why did I not see it?
Nope, that was those were like my
Hangouts wasn't as clear as this is. I must have missed it.
Yes, and that's a good point. Christy makes a good point. You can do virtual.
I was going to say that was next up. There's 2 virtual ones, I believe. And
was that like on a treadmill?
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Why don't you explain what's a virtual run?
I haven't done it. Basically, they give you a time frame, and I believe it's 30 days. So you can they'll send you a bib. You actually go out and run wherever you want for the 13 miles. I don't think. Yeah, it's kind of like if you just want to go run, but you can actually get a medal and a shirt and everything.
You pay to run.
You pay. I forget what it is because I haven't done it, but you pay to go out and run around outside of your neighborhood for a medal that I don't know. I personally want to do because I just love the feeling. I mean, Meg, I've said it before, and you are gonna just be in awe because Epcot, it's so dark in the morning and there's torches lit all around the showcase, which is breathtaking. And the sun rising.
When I was there, when they were running the full marathon, they were playing "Go the Distance" in Epcot, like that final lap, and I was like,
"That's Meg's song."
Yeah,
I can go the distance. I was like crying for these people. Like
you're gonna have a hard time keeping up your pace with all the crying you're gonna do.
Listen, I watch videos. I sometimes will just think about me crossing the finish line and I cry. Like. If I live stream this at all, like me finishing any race, be prepared because
be prepared. There you go. It's another song. I just start playing that too.
I just watch videos and I cry.
Real quick here about the virtual series. I just looked it up. So it looks like it runs from June 1st to August 31st this year. So they don't have next year's out. Every one of them's obviously sold out because the last one's in place right now, which is June 1st. I'm sorry. There's a June 1st to August 31st. Which is all of them. And then there's 3 5Ks, a June, a July, and an August 5K.
Okay.
So then you could do the other one. Every one of them sold out. Nobody can do them anymore.
Oh, wow.
But what you do is it basically says you run 5K if you want to run around your neighborhood or run, jog, or walk on a treadmill around the neighborhood or any course of your choosing. Take your family along, your dog, whatever, and you can participate that way. So there's a toolkit and some other stuff. I don't know how you would show proof of whatever, but they are all sold out. And I don't know what they would cost you because I can't see that on here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they cost.
Oh, wow. The medals are incredible, though, because they're Marvel themed. One of them has the Black Panther. One of them is, I don't even know what that is. One of them is Iron Man. And one of them, the big one says Marvel 80 years on it. Really cool medals.
Wow.
Here, I'll take a picture of them and show them to you real quick.
And real quick, why Steve's all right? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Nope.
So I was gonna say real quick. And if you're doing a Disney run, it's not like any other run. I've done 5 half marathons and a 25K, which is right around 16 miles.
Oh my goodness!
And I do those for times. With Run Disney, the biggest advice I could give you is just to enjoy it. Just get immersed in everything. Stop for the characters, because I regretted the first 10K that I ran in Disney. I didn't stop for Jiminy Cricket in Epcot, and I was kicking myself because you don't see Jiminy Cricket. I was so focused on my time. Don't be focused on your time. Go and have a great time. And if you see a long line for a character, it's not like when you're waiting to go see the Safari, Mickey and Minnie. It goes quick. They get people. And the thing is, you have to have your bib either visible. I put mine on like above my thigh, or on my thigh, or you can put it on your stomach, because when they're taking the pictures, and Meg, there's little green tents so everywhere with people taking your picture. So make sure like you're not with a group of people. So if you start seeing one coming up, I slow down a little bit.
Yeah,
make sure there's an open space, and I give like my point, or I do a little pose. So and those pictures are awesome. But yeah, so just have a good time. Don't even worry about your time. Don't get caught by the balloon ladies. But don't have any regrets. I regret not getting Jiminy Cricket, but he's been there the last 2 years in Epcot in the same spot. So maybe this year he will be again. So maybe I'll do it.
So I have a quick question for you, Patrick. So do those pictures go just to PhotoPass?
So yeah. So if you have the My Disney Experience, yes. So on the back of your bib, there's it will have the. By the way, there's kids races too for $30, 1 mile. Did you guys talk about that?
Kids dashes and 1 mile run.
Yeah. So it has the 5K, 10K. It has everything here, and it says 2019 WDWW 10KX, and you put that on your My Disney. If you can see it there, sorry. Oh, nice. If you put that on your My Disney Experience app, all the photos get linked, and it's all because of your bib number. It's not your magic band or anything.
Okay, but what if you don't do that? How do you get your photo? I want to cover everything. Let's say you don't do that. Let's say you forget. How would you get those photos? Can you get those photos?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I would assume no.
Yeah, I don't think you can unless you type that in.
Yeah,
unless you go on the website and maybe reach out to them, say this was my bib number. Could you email me the pictures or something like that?
Okay,
but
Steve.
Yeah, so can you present this? Can you present me real quick?
How do I do that?
So go to my picture at the bottom, and you'll see a thing in the upper left-hand corner, and click on it. Okay, so these are the medals from this year's Run Disney event. If it gets clear, there it is. So that's June, July, and August, and then the Marvel 80 years is if you do them all. And right now, this year, actually, at least 2017, 2018, and 2019. Each race costs $40, or it doesn't make any sense because it says it costs $40 for each, or 142 if you do math like I do. That doesn't add up. So 3 races at $40 a piece would be $120, or it's $142 to do all 3.
Well, that means
I think you get 4 races, but then you would get 4
medals.
Yeah.
So, but that I'm going to do that next year. Yeah, I'm going to definitely do that next year because I didn't even know that was an option.
Me too. I'm doing it too. I am. I really am.
Let's do it. Let's do it together. Let's all like fly out to Steve's house.
Yeah, that's even better. I don't have to travel, so no. But yeah, I'm seriously going to do it. I'm going to vlog it or do something too because I don't know how the proof works. I'll look into that. So I'm excited about that. What is 5K again, Patrick? How many? 3?
3.1.
3.1.
I do that every day. I run a 5K every day.
Yep, 3.1.
There you go.
Dave's
so
into.
Let me ask you this question: discounts, DVC, annual pass holder. Any discounts for these?
Only on the merchandise when you go and you buy your shirts and your mugs and everything.
Not on the races.
But
now, are we sure about that? Because I thought, and anybody else in here DVC? Zip?
Nope. I'm just AP.
I think DVC. I know you are. Steve, are you official now?
I already sent in my closing documents with my final payment, but I don't have the deed yet. But the closing documents and money have been sent.
Okay, I think DVC gets a discount on Run Disney.
Oh, we'll have to look into that.
I'll have to join DVC now.
Right, me too, Meg.
I thought I saw discounts on Run Disney of like, I don't remember. I'll have to look that up. I should have looked that up beforehand.
I think it's very rare for them to have discounts on the races.
It says DVC
expensive.
Yeah. DVC member benefits. I'm looking up right now. It does say
You probably get early registration because that's what
you do get early registration. It says the Disney Wine and Dine half marathon. I don't know what it usually costs, but it's $205. It actually, some of these are cheaper.
Oh.
So
we need to be DVC members now.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Hey, Meg, I'll purchase it for you.
Well, here you go. Here you go. Here's one for you. So in 2020, the virtual. Oh, I gotta sign up for this. I don't have my membership yet. There's a Star Wars virtual half marathon. Mm-hmm. The medal says Kessel Run instead of the Millennium Falcon.
Right.
$59, and it's a half marathon virtual run.
That's awesome.
January 1st to March 31st is when you got to complete it. But you got to be. Then there's also a Run Disney Kessel Run challenge.
Yep.
And but it's all virtual. It's $254, and it's a half marathon, and it's the Star Wars Rival Run half marathon and the Star Wars virtual half marathon. So you do the actual run and the virtual run for $254, and that's the one you get the Kessel Run medal on.
That's awesome.
Nice.
I'm going to have to sign up for those.
Cool. So, Zip, let me ask you as we get ready to wrap up here. I don't want to run over too much over at 9 o'clock. What races have you ran? What are the ones you have ran so far?
For Run Disney, I've done the 10K for a marathon weekend and the half marathon for Star Wars Revival Run weekend.
Star Wars. Are
you signing up for another one? Do you have another one coming up right now?
I haven't signed up for one, but I'm willing to do the half marathon if Steve will have me and my wife will let me.
Well, I'll always have you. So it's not a matter of that.
Yeah, Nicole has a say in that.
And I will have DVC points at that time. We'll probably stay at the Animal Kingdom Lodge or the Polynesian. I'm just
saying. Yeah.
There you go.
No, I want to do them all. I mean, the Wine and Dine. I've missed out on that twice, and my wife's aunt and uncle run it every year, and I always sign up too late, and I was on the wait list last year, and I didn't get in, and I was down there for it, and they were there too, so. It was tough being there the day of and not being able to run it. So my advice, if you want to run a race, pick it early and go and sign it, and then just do it.
Just do it. Cool. Meg, so you're running the big one in January, right?
Yep. I would love to do the Wine and Dine one though, because last year the half marathon was on my birthday, and just to have I guess similar to Steve, it's so cool to be able to run that as a birthday gift almost. But this is going to be my birthday gift to me because I'm going to be 25 this year. So it's my birthday present to myself. I know I'm a baby, but
I'm getting too old to run, but I'm still doing it now.
Listen, my dad's running a half with me. And if I'm 25, I'm on the younger side of my family. He is much older.
So he's probably older than me?
Way older.
Oh, probably not older than me.
He's probably not. He's not that much older than me. I'm a little older than I probably look.
My dad is older than all of you guys.
Patrick's older than me.
My dad is over 20 years older than Patrick.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You guys making me feel old. I'm only 22.
Well, I'm double Meg's age. So. For what it's worth.
But I ran on my birthday too. The half marathon was on my birthday weekend.
I remember that. You met Josh and Jenna that day too.
Yeah.
I remember it.
Yeah.
You guys are all lucky. I don't get to run on my birthday.
Patrick, we're gonna have to trade medals.
They won't ever.
No, you see, having a medal. If I wouldn't want to buy one that I didn't run the race because it's
right.
Dude, I just want that. I want that medal.
Maybe I can find a pin for you. We could give you a pin.
Oh, well, but I want that medal.
Mini medal.
Medals are great.
And Steve, are you doing a race? Are you officially signed up for a race?
I am not officially signed up. I will be signing up for several next year. I'm just now learning about this. I wanted to hear this before we did it. I'm doing it.
Do it.
There you
go. Now they can't see him high-fiving.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, hey, Walt, you do know there's a minimal version of that too that doesn't cover as much. If you go to
is there? No.
Go to brand and hit minimal. It shrinks it so that they don't get covered up as much.
It shrinks the names too.
Yeah, and it shrinks all of our names down a little bit. It loses a little bit of the color. Just play with it real quick. hit it, and it'll change our names it'll change our names to black like that. Now go click on a comment and see it's less intrusive.
Oh yeah.
Just for your info.
Thank you. I'm learning.
So now they can high five. But yes, I am definitely signing up for them for sure. So
but sign up for the one that we're running.
But
which one
I'm
are you
gonna
running?
you're
both running the marathon though, right?
No.
I'm thinking about running the half.
Yes,
in
run
January. My
Run
birthday
the
will be 3 days after the half, I think, something like that. So I'm thinking about doing it.
Do it.
And then I'm definitely doing the virtual ones for sure,
Nice.
Especially because they get the Star Wars medals.
He wants the medal.
I want the medals, dude. I collect things. If you haven't
I
noticed,
collect some.
No, I had no idea, Steve.
yeah, I know. Well, and then what's really bad is I got so much more. Like you can't even see back behind Yoda here. I started framing my stuff. Like this right here is the embossed picture from Donald Duck from the Food and Wine Festival one year that you had to get as that was one of your prizes. It's here. Ow.
This
This
Don't
is
run over the dog. Nice.
this is the oops, here he is. So I lost my
cool.
headphones.
That's
But
really
I love that one.
and it's
I love
embossed.
that.
It's embossed down in this corner over here. But this was what one of your gifts was for the Food and Wine Festival one year.
I got that too. I have the same one.
I
You
just
got
want
it?
the cutting board.
Yeah.
The cutting board is right behind the minion right there. You can kind of see it right there.
I told
Also,
Melissa,
nice.
so we gotta get it.
How about those coasters?
Which ones?
Well, which ones do you get for going 4 times?
Yeah,
The
you got to do it 4
The
times.
mini ones.
Yeah.
That's
So
the coasters?
We happen to be there. Yeah, we happen to be there
Yes, that's what I want.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and leaving Sunday.
And then
So we're gonna get them.
also that if you go to Animal Kingdom, you get a Simba magnet.
Simba, I saw that.
Yes,
What?
I love Simba.
For how? For what? For the food?
So
For
I-
being an annual pass holder.
For annual
I-
pass
I-
holder, you either
I
get
was-
Simba or you get Minnie.
Simba.
No, you could get both. You could get Simba at Animal Kingdom, and you could get Minnie.
Oh,
Chef
you can
Minnie
get
at
both?
Epcot.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, I
They're
thought it was
different
just
parks.
one or the other.
Nope, you could get both.
I want a Simba.
I want a Simba one too.
Yes.
I want a Simba or a Simba, whichever one they have.
I want Zimba.
Zimba. Yeah.
Zimba.
I have to get it.
Zimba.
Oh my God, you guys are so funny. But well, thank you. We are coming up on 9 o'clock. I know, if I'm not mistaken, Steve or Zip, you might know this. Isn't Shep going live a little bit later?
9:30.
9:30.
At 9:30?
Yep.
Okay, yep. So Shep will be going live. Thank you all very much for being here. Was there anything we missed on Run Disney while we have a few minutes? Did we miss anything? I think we touched on everything. Did we not?
Yeah. Everything I wrote down, we touched about.
Steve,
Yep.
look at your dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mine, you can't even
There
see.
he is.
See his face
little
back
guy.
there. He is.
I like him.
Hey, Meg, you can pat him. Just go.
Yeah. Yeah. You rub his belly.
There you go.
Whoa.
Oh, wait a minute. Now he won't leave me alone. Yeah. Get down.
Oh,
How old is he, Steve?
4, 3.
3. Oh, he's still a puppy.
little puppy.
He is a puppy. Yep.
And also, Meg, when you get on that bus, you got to be on it by 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
And when you get there, and you're like, oh, it's an hour and a half before the race even gets going.
Here she is.
The DJ is pumping music. He's feeding off the crowd. The crowd's dancing. It's a good time. You feel like it's 10 o'clock at night or whatever.
That's what I'm worried about is getting up in the morning. And then
That-
for me, being later in the corrals, I'm sure I'm not going to start till how long after the race even begins. So
It's a long day.
Yeah.
It's a tiring day, but it's when you cross the finish line, you think, oh, I'm gonna go back to the room and take like a 2-hour nap and then go to the park. You get the adrenaline flying. You just run
Yeah.
through the day. So
Just go to the park.
just go. I
And
think
then
I
you
hit
After my
like,
crash
marathon?
that night.
I think I hit 50,000 steps that day when I did the half marathon and went to the
Wow.
park.
Yeah.
listen though,
Yeah.
when I get all my medals, I'm taking those to the park and I'm going to take pictures with all of them.
Yeah,
That's my
everyone
goal.
does it. Everyone does it.
I'm going to do that. Bring them all with me.
Why I want medals.
I know.
I do too now. I want to get one too. Absolutely. They're really nice. I mean, they're not.
So
The
nice.
thing about it is they're not cheap.
They're
They're cheap.
they're heavy
They're
too.
hefty.
Yeah, they're really
Yeah,
nice.
They're
For sure.
serious. Yep.
And some of them are spinners too.
hmm
They
Yeah, I saw one. Somebody was holding up. It looked really cool. They hit it, and it's I don't know. It
Yeah.
spun or something.
My brother's spins. It like turns inside It's really cool.
It's
No. I will let you hold them, but then I could get them back because
yes, exactly.
I paid for them.
I like that.
I love it. Well, good luck, Meg. And
yes, absolutely. Well, good luck to
hopefully
everybody who's going to be running these events because they're not easy. I admire anybody that can do it. It's not an easy thing. I know I have trouble with it. I couldn't do it. So I admire you, Meg. Good luck. That's going to be a massive feat to be able to do that. That's just fantastic.
I don't think it's the running that's going to be the feat. I think it's getting up at 2:30 at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4
every
days
day.
in a row.
It's going to be really hard. Yeah. I hope I can do it.
Day 1 and 2 will be fine. It's day 3 and 4.
You can do it, Meg.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You can do it.
And call the front desk. Get the wake up call because that works for me every day.
Yeah.
Yes,
well, if I have my friends coming to run the half marathon too, I don't know. Maybe that will be more motivation.
Yes,
there you go.
Definitely.
I'll be over at your hotel knocking on your door. Meg, get up!
The people next door might not be happy about that.
No.
I just hope I get the right room.
Exactly.
If I get some dude that's
sorry.
like so much bigger than me, I'm gonna like, sorry, sir.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping. You need towel?
Housekeeping.
Candy grain. Never mind. Nobody knows what that is. Well, thank you all very, very much for being here. I want to thank Zip for being here very, very much, buddy. I hope you had a good time.
I
Again,
did.
We're going to wrap things up, but I want to go around to each channel real fast again. Zip, just to remind everybody, what's coming up with Zippity Doodad?
We have a lot of videos we're editing right now. PJ, he wants to get even involved more. He's having a blast, and I rewatch my videos when I do mail or any video with him, and I just because I'm not watching him the whole time. I'm trying to do what I'm doing and talk to the chat, and I rewatch it, and his facial expressions and the things he does, it makes everything worthwhile. So we're gonna get him more involved. Right. Nicole's been so slammed. She is like really trying to get out those zip tips. She started it and had a ball. And she's got things going on every single day, but she'll eventually get that going. And this and that. I mean, we're just having fun. I'm just having fun with all you guys. Whether we're doing a live stream or vlogging, we're watching Meg, we're watching Walt, we're watching everybody. So
this is life.
This is great community, and I'm so happy I found you guys. Thank you so much, Walt.
Oh, my pleasure, man. Thank you for being here. And Meg, you're blowing up. I'm telling you, 4,000 subs. You're doing great. Congratulations.
Guys.
What's coming up on your channel?
Well, I still put out videos 3 times a week. So on Mondays now I'm live streaming, and Wednesdays and Fridays I'll still be putting out videos. I actually finally was able to film some videos before I left for my vacation. So I just put out 2 subscription box videos this past week, and then next week I am uploading, or I have scheduled a mail opening. So will be lots of fun. We're going to do the top 10 Disney animal tag thing that Walt started on my stream on Monday. So I'm going to do all the rules that I want because some of those were silly rules, like Pegasus is a real animal. So
real.
He exists in Greece.
Yes, and also Mushu is a dragon, so he counts too.
They're not real either.
Just because they're extinct doesn't mean they're real.
Talking animals aren't real.
I know.
Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for helping me get to 4,000 subscribers. It's unbelievable. I can't thank you guys enough, and the support that you give me every day. And just thank you so much for all these tips. Thanks for my zip tips.
Other way,
Zip. There you go.
And thank you for your support for these races too. Thanks, Walt, for having me, and I love getting to hang out with you guys. So thank you.
Well, thank you, Meg. I appreciate you being here. We definitely am honored to have you as usual. So thank you very, very much. And last but not least, of course, my partner, Steve. Thanks, buddy, for being here as usual. And what's coming up on your channel?
Don't know. A lot, and I don't know yet. So I mean, obviously Monday I've got that guy down there for getting to know you. In a couple weeks, I got that guy over there coming in as well. Hi, buddy. Anyways, so we're doing the getting to know you for the next 4 weeks leading up to the trip, and the one with Walt over here will be pretty special because we're going to discuss our trip too. So can't wait for that. Wednesdays, obviously, we're discussing the big box between you guys isn't working. So we're gonna be Wednesday, this and that food and wine festival. We got a lot of pretty good stuff planned. We think we do, anyways. We don't know exactly what we do until we get there that day, and then it just sees how it works. We just see how it works. We think it'll be okay. And then Saturdays with Sports Talk, you want to lead us into what we're doing next week?
Yeah, actually, I will lead into that. We'll start there. We had a really good time tonight. Lots of fun. Next week's going to be a really, really controversial and extremely serious sports night, as we're going to talk about kneeling in the NFL. And there's a lot of controversy around that for anybody who watches the NFL and Colin Kaepernick. And we are going to have 4 people, myself and Steve and 2 others, and we are going to debate kneeling in the NFL and how we feel it is and isn't. It's going to be a really, really good debate. I think we're going to have a good time with it. Obviously, we'll keep it very respectful and in that respect, but we're going to get into a really serious topic. We promised we would hit some of these topics, some of these controversial ones, and we got the 2 people we want to come on for next week. They're going to be Jeff from Dole with Dad and Miguel from Disney Life for Me. So it's going to be a good one. I hope you all can make it for sure. Yeah. And what else was I going to say? Other than that, for us, Melissa's doing a new video, guys. If you haven't seen it, she's doing something called To Eat or Not to Eat.
Yes.
And I'm really proud of her that she's doing her own videos now. She's putting a lot of effort into it. It's hard for her because she has some anxiety issues with doing videos on her own. She kind of leans on me a lot. But I'm glad to see her doing her own videos. So be sure to check those out as they come out each week. Mondays and Fridays, we're trying to release those. And then, of course, I started a new series with, I call it the Disney Ride Along series, where I take one ride or attraction from and throughout Walt Disney World. We talk about it. And then we talk about how we might change it, how we might, reimagine it in some way. Maybe a full reimagination or just some slight changes. So we're having fun with that, too. And, of course, our live streams on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So we just appreciate everybody coming out. We're trying hard. We're real close to 1,600, too. We're like 7 away. So maybe we'll get there. Maybe we will. But other than that, I want to thank everybody in the chat very, very much. Everybody's been fantastic. We had a lot of people in here tonight. Everybody very interactive. It's been fantastic, all of you. Rachel, I haven't forgotten you. Don't worry. Tuesday night, Melissa's going to make a special appearance on Mouse Madness so we can go over some magic mail that Rachel sent us, some wonderful stuff, and we'll talk about that too. Other than that, folks, I just want to say thank everybody for being here. Hope you all had a great time. Be sure to check out Shep because he goes live in about 20 minutes at 9:30. I think it's story time with Shep tonight.
It is.
If I'm not mistaken.
And some special guests.
And some special guests.
There's always story time and special guests.
Isn't that like, 37?
I wonder who the special guests are going to be.
Well, there may be some familiar faces, but there might be some new people too.
There you go. That would be new.
It's like every stream we do is like a this and that point whatever episode because we're all there.
Point 2, point 3, point 4.
Well, thank you all very much for being here. Thank you again to Zip and Meg for being our special guests. We're honored to have you. And everybody, Meg, I got to go in the corner for you. Down there, Meg, there's. We're high-fiving everybody here.
I'm getting this down now that it's over.
Yeah.
And everybody in the chat, high five to the chat too. But everybody take care of yourselves and each other. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you all really soon.
Bye, guys.
Wow.